gosh, wow, today. Hey, family. And John Murray.
Hey, you. TGIF, happy Friday to you. And it's a Friday, and we got two femme fatales in the house, Danielle Brooks and Charlotte Flair.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's so funny because Phyllis and I were standing together downstairs, and the elevator opened, and there was a woman there. And then when the elevator closed, I said, is that Charlotte Flair? Like, y'all know Ric Flair from
her legendary father.
The legendary father, Ric Flair. It's his daughter, Charlotte Flair. And they said, yeah, but I didn't recognize her because she wasn't wearing all of her, you know, when she gets in the ring. And I don't know why I expected her to just be like, woo! I don't know.
You got that woo down pack though.
Oh my gosh, because I watch her all the time. I don't know. I expected if it was Charlotte Flair, she'd be up on top of the rails in the elevator ready to jump. So it was so good seeing her. And, you know, I just got to say this. You know, clap if you love your family. Just family is everything. Family is literally everything. My family getting on my nerves. They are working my nerves because when I tell you, if I have somebody here that's, you know, a comedian or an actor in a movie, they're always mad at me because I don't get them tickets to the stuff when they go to Chicago, when the celebrity goes to Chicago. And they're like, why don't you ever tell me? You didn't tell me Cat Williams was gonna be in town. You didn't tell me New Edition was gonna be in town. And they always go, why you never get us tickets? So this time, and I say it's because it's always 8 or more of y'all. It's like 16 of y'all that need tickets. And so I can't just call up Cat Williams or Bobby Brown and say, can you get me 16 to 25 tickets to your show? It doesn't work like that. So I tell you, last week, comedian Michael Yo was in my Laugh Lounge last week. When I tell you, he was hysterical.
Such a great guest.
He was so great, and he was so funny. So he was in Chicago, and he happened to tell me, because I said, well, maybe I can get a couple. He told me that he had 8 tickets to his show. And I said, Michael, hold them for me. I'm going to buy the tickets. So I bought the tickets. I finally got a chance to hook my family up. So I called 4 members of my family to tell them that they could see the show and they could bring somebody. When I tell you, Chicago folks, Chicago families just built differently. Because all they were worried about was how were they gonna park. That was it. When I called up my cousin, I called out, Cuzzo, Penny, you know, Michael Yo's playing, I got you 2 tickets. First thing she asked, she said, well, where is it at? So I give her the address, and she said, oh, no, cousin, ain't no parking over there, I can't go. And I said, but I paid for you to go to the show. You worried about parking? She said, no, it's a no for me, honey. So I call another cousin, and she said, I said, Dita, cousin Dita, I got you tickets to Michael Yo. She said, what's the address? Gave her the address. She said, oh, my car got booted over there the last time. She said, no, I'm not going. She said, well, why don't you tell them to go to the DeSable Museum, because they got good parking over there. And I said, because it's a museum. That's not where he's playing with a bunch of artifacts. No, he's over here. She said, well, it's a no for me. I'm going to finish taking my braids out. She said it's no. I call up my stepmother, and I'm like always trying to give my stepmother a break because, you know, she just does so much for my father. And she said, Sherri, I'm going to have to decline because there's nowhere to park over there. And I said, Mom, I'm going to call a car service. And then she said, yeah, but then they won't have nowhere to park. So literally, that's what I got from everybody in Chicago. I couldn't believe it. So I ended up having to call Michael Yo up. I was so embarrassed. And I said, Michael, all the people that I said would love to come, they can't come because you playing at the wrong club. There's no parking over there. And then he said, that's okay, Sherri. And he about to hang up, and I said, but hey, I need my money back. I need 8 tickets? So to my entire family, the ones that turned me down to get y'all into the thing, when Cat Williams come to town or New Edition come to town, y'all don't be calling me because you know what? It still ain't gonna be no party. I love my family. Oh my God, the only person that did want to go was my Auntie Bunny. She said, I'm in a wheelchair, I can roll anywhere. That's who going next time, Auntie Bunny going.
can't wait to meet her because she's a good time.
Auntie Bunny, she a
Yeah.
good time. When we go do the Queens of R&B tour.
Okay.
I'm flying to Chicago, so I'm taking my Auntie Bunny.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
Oh my gosh. So y'all, this was so funny to me. Hollywood icon Harrison Ford, who is reportedly worth $300 million, and his wife Callista Flockhart is a millionaire in her own right. But they still know how to stretch their money. I love this. They were seen taking the subway right here in New York together. Okay, they right there. Callista gave him a goodbye kiss, and she got on the express train, and she left him to take the local 1 train. So you can see, so Harrison slowly walked on the train by himself, hands in his pockets, looking like, is this the train I get on? He didn't know if it was the express train or not. No, you should have got on the number 3, Harrison. But he found a seat, and he squeezed in next to another rider. So it was so funny because my producers, when they saw this, they asked me if I would have fanned out if I saw Harrison Ford on the subway, which I would have, but this is what I love about New Yorkers. New Yorkers don't go crazy over nobody. They really don't. New Yorkers are like so unimpressed. Even if they are, they act like they so unimpressed. So even when I ride the train, I said I would do to Harrison what people do to me. I'll be standing on the train, and there's always one Dominican lady who's like, I know who you are. I know who you are, but I'm not gonna say nothing. Okay, but all I wanna know is, can you get me tickets to your show? It's like, this is one woman. And I just said, but I'm looking at Harrison. The thing about when you take the train, you want people to think you're an experienced train rider. And here's the thing, Harrison made the mistake, he sat down. They got him cornered, so he's sitting down, and he's over there, and everybody's hovering over him. But you can tell he doesn't take the train that much because, look, Harrison he just got his hands in his pocket. He don't have a book, he don't have AirPods, just with his hands in his pocket. When you take the train in New York, it's an art form to taking the train. You gotta move. You can't be meandering. People in New York, they move. When that door opens, they get on the train. And if you're not moving fast enough, you're gonna get knocked out the way. Harrison Ford is strolling like he taking a walk through Central Park. Looking at the birds, looking at the trees. That's not how we do it in New York. When I'm telling you, when those doors open, you will push your way to get on the train. And then here's the thing, when the door open and people get out, you mad because they getting out and you're not able to get in. You pushing the old ladies with the women with the strollers, you like, I gotta get in. And Harrison, like, if the door had closed, he wasn't ready to hold the door, like to pull a door open. Because, it's like when you get on the train in New York, you know what you're looking for. You're looking for a seat. And when you get in those tight seats, Harrison, I can tell you don't ride the train. You know you're supposed to scrunch up. You big. Because you know the women on the side of you gonna be mad at you, like, you know I'm sitting here. So you gotta scrunch up in the train, Harrison. His shoulders are all over the lady next to him. And he just sitting there like that. He just sitting there. He looking at everybody. And there's the thing, when you looking at everybody, when you get on the train in New York, you got them ear, but even if no music coming through, you act like you listening to music. You got that book in your hand. You doing that. You trying to. You just looking around. You looking at everything but everybody because the moment you make eye contact, they gonna be like, you got $5. You got $5. Come on, somebody got $5. Come on, $5. Come on. Come on, $5. The moment they start doing tricks and flipping and you looking all over with your hands in your pocket, you are done for, okay? Harrison Ford just looking. You gotta have that look like you just a little bit crazy when you get on the train. Harrison Ford didn't look mean or nothing. When you get on the train, you just gotta look like don't even try it. You gotta have that look like I'm going to work and I got these babies I gotta take care of and I didn't get paid. Don't even think about it. So, that way nobody's gonna say anything to you. But Harrison, I'm glad that you took the subway. I think more rich people do need to ride the train because it's like when you don't, you're out of touch with just life, So Harrison Ford, good deal. Get back, come ride with me on the train.
We love the train.
We be hopping on that train.
I'm not one of those rich people, but the aunties see me on the train and they go, what what you doing on the train? And I say, same thing you doing, trying to get somewhere.
Shoot.
It's always fun.
It's just the art. You ever get on the train and you always got to look at the seat to make sure it ain't nothing in the seat. You got to make sure because you done wore something nice. I'm telling you. I wanted to send a belated birthday shout out to music legend Diana Ross. Diana Ross. My gosh, the queen, she turned 81 last week. Oh my God. And you know all of Diana's songs. She's been performing for over 60 years, but she is not slowing down anytime soon. And I tell you, at a recent concert, Diana Ross announced that she will never retire, okay? And I love this. I don't want her to retire. I want her to be able to do what she loves for decades after decades, because it's a blessing to be able to do what you love. And Diana Ross is 81 years old and still looks amazing. Iconic, 81 years old. I mean, now I'm telling you, now, granted, she's no longer the Diana Ross that was. Remember when she was hanging out the helicopters, when she was performing, and she was on there? So it's, you know, but I love her. I went to see her. Remember we were on the Tom Joyner morning cruise,
yes.
And she came out, and she was singing, and the only thing that moved, it was just, we were on the ocean, but it was nothing, the wind was still, but the only thing that moved was that hair. That hair was flowing, and her dress was flying up, and she had that magic, Diana Ross. And she looked my way, so right. And she looked, and she pointed. Now, I don't know who she was pointing at, but I almost passed out. I just know her finger was in my direction. And at 81, you're blessed that people are still buying tickets and that you still have that effect on them. It was a sold-out concert. You know, it's not too many people you can think of that get to do what they love all their life, because you know, I don't know. I don't know if anybody can be bagging groceries at 80. So you want to be doing it. I hope that when I'm 80 years old, first of all, that people still have me working, that they feel that I'm bringing something to the table at 80. But at 80, I want it, whether I got teeth or not. Hey, family! Hey, family! I do. So, you know, they may have to put some wheels on my chair and just roll me on out here. But I will say, as long as people want me and want to come, I would love to be performing at 80 like Diana Ross.
You want to be like Marla Gibbs. Marla Gibbs is in her 90s.
Marla Gibbs is in her 90s.
Yeah.
And whenever you say, Marla, it's so good to see you, she say, it's better to be, what did she say?
Better to be seen and not viewed.
She better to be seen and not viewed. I love that. So, Diana Ross, we love you. Thank you for doing what you're doing and keep doing it. But I want to say, speaking of, because she was part of the Motown sound. Speaking of Motown, you know who else I love that is still doing his thing? That's Smokey Robinson.
Yes,
Smokey Robinson. And we're talking about being in your 80s. Smokey is 85 years old, and every time I see him, he looks younger and younger. I saw Smokey, he was on Good Day New York. He also, didn't he fill in for Kelly Clarkson at one time? Like, he was a fill-in for her?
He may have.
Yeah, but he was on Good Day New York with Rosanna Scotto recently. And I loved it because he was wearing a skull cap, some holy jeans, and chains. I said, look at Smokey looking like a sexy cat burglar. Look at him. Look with the chains all on his neck. I said, Smokey, come over here and burglarize me, Smokey Robinson. Swing them gasms my way, Smokey. Because that's the title of his new album, Gasm. So I love it. I love it. He looks so doggone good. But, y'all, we got a great show for you today. Because later on, we got WWE, Charlotte Flair. She's right here. But up next from a Minecraft movie, Danielle Brooks is right here. Sherri will be right back. Now, calling my first guest an award-winning actress is very much an understatement, because over the course of her career, she's been nominated for 45 awards, and she has won 12 of them. All right? We all loved her as Tasty in Orange is the New Black, and she blew us away as Sophia in The Color Purple. Now, I love this. She's on a brand new adventure in a Minecraft movie. Take a look.
Fear It's just weakness hijacking your body's cockpit.
What in the hell?
And if that happens, you can say Viacom Diaz to your body plane's navigation system.
What? Yeah, garbage man isn't speaking English or Espanol. What am I doing here?
Please welcome Danielle Brooks. Look, you
I finally made it to the Sherri 7 show!
And let me tell you something. We have been waiting for you.
Girl, thank you.
You look so good. Like,
Thank you.
when I say good, I don't just mean externally.
Well,
but
I hope so too. though.
externally, you're looking amazing, but that glow, that aura that's like emanating from you
Thank
is good.
And congratulations on the renewal.
Thank you so much. Okay. Stop all that. Stop.
I'm gonna celebrate. I'm gonna see you, Sherri.
But see, I thank you, but it makes me happy to celebrate you
Thank you.
because you are so inspiring. You got 45 nominations for awards. You have won 12 awards throughout your career, and you're 35. Danielle, like when you,
Thank y'all. Thank you.
like you are by no, like you are grown women, but golly, what do you think when you hear that?
I'm shocked. I mean, cause I grew up in South Carolina.
Yeah.
A small town, Greenville. Hey, what's up?
Yes.
So to make it, to actually make it, to live the dream that I've always hoped for myself, to get all these nominations, I'm just very, very grateful.
Yes,
So grateful.
that's the place that you stand in.
Yeah,
Girl.
for sure. I mean, yeah, it's a very special thing that we get to do. When you actually get to do the thing you love.
That's what we were talking about when you get to do the thing that you love. It is so special. And I know I see you because I follow you, so I see you when you're on these red carpets and you're
Yeah.
strutting your stuff. You must get to meet the coolest people on the
my
red carpet.
gosh.
Like, are there people that you met that you're fans of, whatever, and y'all like forge a friendship?
Yeah, strangely, I think you're a big fan of this one.
Who that?
Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, girl, Lenny Kravitz. Oh, what he doing?
I don't know.
I love that. He is kissing the queen's hand. Tell me about
That
this.
was shocking to me. I was like, what is happening? What is happening? It was such a surreal moment.
Yeah.
You know, he just had a thing for your girl. I don't know.
Girl, all right.
You know, it was just a friendly thing for your girl.
It was that glow up though.
Okay.
But what? So did he come to you? Did you go to
He kept
him?
coming to me. Every time. I swear to you. I swear to you. Because I'd get a little nervous. Like, you know, when you love somebody, you don't want the encounter to go wrong. So
Right.
for me, I don't like to approach people just in case, you know.
Right.
So he kept coming up to me, and I was like, okay, sir, what's up? You can kiss my hand. We
Okay.
exchanged numbers and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that. I love it. I'm getting a little jealous. I love it.
But I'm happily married,
You-
so it was just a friendly exchange.
So it was a little friendly exchange, and y'all forged this not little friendship. That's a big
it's
deal.
okay, it's okay.
You got
I know
this
that's your
friend-
man.
I know this is like. I'm trying to do this
I
with a
have
smile.
my man. Mine is Usher, so I would feel the same way. That's my man.
And I'm gonna leave Usher alone
Okay, good.
because it's literally Lenny. But I love it because you know you can do this. But you are happily married to your husband Dennis. It's been 4 years, yes.
3.
3 years.
He's been missing my man.
3
That's
years.
my man.
That's your man.
He holds me down. I'm so grateful for him.
And I
really
love
am.
it. Now y'all are together, and you got your daughter Freya.
Yes.
And Freya is what? Is she 5 or
She is 5 years old, y'all.
Okay.
She's so precious. She's
I
the
love
best.
her name, Danielle.
Thank you.
Freya. Like, how did you choose Freya?
Yeah, well, we wanted to be intentional. First of all, we're both D's. Dennis, Danielle, everybody in the family's a D's. You know how it
Okay.
goes. And so we were looking for a D name, but it was not sticking.
Okay.
So we said, you know what? Let's look outside the box. And my husband actually came up with Free. He was like, what do you think about Free? And I was like, I love this
Yes.
because I want her to always be free and know that she can live the life she wants to. So I think
Absolutely.
it's very fitting.
Yeah.
She is very free,
Very free.
which might have bitten me in the butt a little bit, but it's been great.
It always is, and names mean so much. So that's
Yes.
the name differently you put on her to live out that
Yeah.
freedom.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. And I love this because you're a working mom. It's very hard for actresses in this day and age to take off for 9 months, be pregnant, because we're always going, is the job gonna be there when after we have this baby? Was that a scary thing for you?
It was so scary.
Because you were like hot in the heat
Yes,
of everything
girl,
happening.
I didn't know if I even wanted to have a child, but then there was something in me. I was like, you know what? You get one life, and I want to experience all that it has for me.
Yeah.
And I do actually have enough capacity to love a child. So I said, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot and put this career thing down.
Yeah.
Because that's my baby. But I'm so glad I did, because it's actually enhanced my career in a crazy way, and it makes me like be more thoughtful about the stuff that I do and my time, and gets me away from all the Hollywood stuff.
You say, I think when you have a child, you say no a lot more. Like you prioritize better, do you think?
Oh, for sure, 100%, because you ain't got time to be playing with nobody,
You
and nobody
don't.
be playing with you.
Exactly. and I think it takes you out of that Hollywood life where you see what's
Yes.
really important, and Freya is very important.
Yeah.
So it does give you, I always say, you know, God give you, when you're a mother, he give you the mother blessings that you didn't have before. You find certain doors open more because you're a mother.
Yeah, oh, for sure. I couldn't believe it. As soon as I had her, like, your girl was working immediately. I went into Peacemaker and did that. I mean, Color Purple came right after. So I was really shocked. I ended up spending like 10, 11 months in Canada because I did Mahalia. I was just
like you were
boom,
working.
bam.
Isn't that something?
It was great.
It's like
was
it's
great.
even more. And I just want to say, I loved you as Sophia in Color Purple. You were phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Some purple on here.
We got some purple in the audience. And I heard that Oprah had personally passed the torch to you.
She was lovely.
Oh my goodness. Danielle, now I have to say this. I can relate because when Oprah came here, she passed the torch to me.
I watched that episode too.
When I tell you, and when she said it, I almost passed out. I was so lightheaded.
Yeah.
How did you feel when Oprah passed that torch to you?
Lightheaded.
Girl.
Lightheaded. It was like, what is happening? You know, just God blessings, the overflow. I mean, to just get to know her, spend time with her, learn from her, you know, witness how she moves in the world. It's such a gift, you know?
Yes.
So, and to know that I have her number in my phone.
I know, what's that? You got Oprah's number in your phone. Do you ever go, let me call and see what she's doing today? Or do you not call?
Sometimes I do.
You do?
I try to be cool, because again, I don't like people to think I want something from them.
Right.
But we've truly built a nice bond that's very genuine, and she's just so great. I call her pretty much anytime I want. I'm just so grateful that she's been that generous with me. And she be giving me some good old advice.
She do give good advice. That's the thing about Oprah. She gives some great
does.
advice. And you be sitting there trying to take notes on
Girl,
everything she said.
I do
Oh my
sometimes.
gosh. Well, I love the advice she's giving you. I love she passed the torch to you.
Yeah, and to you too.
Yes. And I saw you on the posters for your new movie, a Minecraft movie.
Yes.
And I saw the posters when I went out, and I'm loving this. Can you tell us about a Minecraft movie?
Yes, girl. It is so much fun. I had so much fun shooting this movie. It's about a few misfits that you see in front of you. That are going to this overworld.
Yes.
And we're trying to survive it. I mean, it's zombies, it's all kind of little creatures running around. But it's about imagination and creativity and pulling out that inner child. So, and you see him with Jack Black, which I've had such a blast with him.
Okay.
Jason Momoa. Jennifer Coolidge is in the film.
You working with everybody.
Girl, all the goats, honey.
You
all
are
the
working
goats.
with the goats as they are working with you.
Amen
you know?
to that.
But it's like, I don't know what to do because your friendship, you got Lenny Kravitz, you got Jason Momoa. You know, he's another one of my fantasies, Jason Momoa. When I tell you, girl, tell me something. And y'all talk quietly amongst yourselves. What's it like working with Jason Momoa?
Okay, come
Can you tell me what it's like? Oh! Girl, this is what Jason Momoa, Lenny Kravitz. First, I want to know, what did Lenny Kravitz smell like when you was next to Lenny Kravitz?
I would say, like, I don't know, honey.
Honey, he smelled like honey?
Honey.
He smelled like sand.
And like a nice, like, bourbon, you know what I mean?
Honey
like,
and bourbon.
That's what just that sexiness
I got
smell.
sandalwood.
Sandalwood.
When he was kissing your hands, it was honey. When he was nuzzling my neck, it was sandalwood. so Jason Momoa, you like what was he like working with?
He is a dream to work with. He's so lovely. He's such a big kid.
Yeah.
He allowed us to like bring out our inner child. He's fun. He's always on his guitar doing something with that crazy wig he had on.
Yeah.
It was a good time with him.
See, that's the thing I love. And I gotta say this, Jason Momoa, he's the world's biggest hunk. So up next, Danielle and I are gonna play a game where we get to put our hands all over Jason Momoa. Don't miss it. Sherri will be right back. We are back with the star of a Minecraft movie, Miss Danielle Brooks. Okay, so Danielle, since Minecraft is all about building anything that you can imagine,
yes.
Today we're gonna build something that's always on my mind, a fine man, all right? So it is time to play a fine craft challenge.
Yes!
Get it. All right. Okay, so Danielle, here's how it works.
Okay.
We each are gonna have 9 Minecraft blocks that when they're built correctly, they form a picture of this very fine man right here.
I have 9.
They form a picture of Jason Momoa. Okay? That's the picture.
Now I think you're trying to win already because I only got 8.
No, you got 6, 8, and I got 3. I got 2, 4, 6. 8. She don't have 9. We're missing a block. You gotta put it in 9.
You're trying to cheat.
I'm not trying to cheat. So we gotta put it in the block, or we gotta take out a block because I don't want to have the advantage over.
Oh, we only needed 8 anyway.
Okay,
we're good.
Okay, we're good. Okay, so you trying to distract me from Jason Momoa, Danielle. So Danielle, whoever builds Jason Momoa first wins. All right. So Danielle, here's the stakes. If you win, the entire studio audience is going to get tickets to see a Minecraft movie in IMAX. So, no pressure.
Okay.
No pressure, Danielle.
Oh my God.
It's just a whole audience that is going to get tickets. So, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay,
I think I might have to take my shoes off.
You want to take your shoes off? All right. You going to take your shoes off? You
I'm
good?
competitive.
You good? All right, then I'm gonna take my shoes off.
Don't be cheating.
Okay, you want me to keep mine on? All right,
Okay, you talk about it.
No, I'm gonna keep mine on because I'm competitive here, girl. All right, so Danielle, are you ready?
Yes.
We're just gonna stack them up right behind us. Okay, get ready, get set, and go. I don't even know what this is. No, just put it on the floor. But you gotta build it. You gotta build it. What the hell? What the hell is this? Game this was. That sound. Come over here, Danielle.
Girl, we tried.
We tried.
We take a bow for that.
Now the sound means that we ran out of time.
Okay.
Neither one of us wins, which technically means it's not, it's not the audience's fault.
No.
So you all are still getting 2 tickets to see a Minecraft movie in IMAX.
It's not easy building a man, is it?
I'm telling you, it is not easy building a man. Danielle, I want to say thank you, sis, for being here. Just wishing you everything.
I can't wait to come back.
I can't wait for you to come back in another movie. A Minecraft movie is in theaters today, and up next, WWE superstar Charlotte Flair is here. Danielle Brooks. Sherri Sherri. We'll be right back. My next guest is a 14-time world champ who changed wrestling forever when she fought in the first women's match to headline WrestleMania. Now, after a devastating injury which almost ended her career, she's about to make her triumphant return to the WrestleMania ring. Would you give it up for the Queen, Charlotte Flair? Because I watch you with my son Jeffrey, we are fans. Oh my gosh! And then I look at you and I go, like, your father is a WWE legend, Ric Flair. Who's that guy? Who is that guy? Like, I gotta ask you, what was it like growing up with the Nature Boy, like, as your father?
Oh man, I think everyone knows him as the Rolex wearing, limousine riding, jet flying, woo, fun machine.
Yeah.
Really, he's just dad.
Really?
Made me drink my milk. He's the guy. Ninth grade.
Okay.
I wanted to be too cool for school and hang out with the seniors, but I was trying out for the varsity team.
Okay.
So instead of running the mile as fast as I could, I was like, okay, I'm gonna hang out with the seniors, I'm gonna make friends. But my dad was sitting in the bleachers watching.
Really?
And when he saw what I was doing, he started running along the fence and was like, get going, Ashley, run faster. And I'm like, oh my God, he's in his Zubas, the big blonde hair.
Oh my God.
And he's like yelling at me, running down the fence. And he like stands out.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yes,
like,
he does.
He has the mullet, the Gold's Gym shirt, the fanny pack.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, I'm definitely not gonna be cool freshman year.
Oh my gosh.
It was very normal.
I'm
very blessed.
When did you, but when did you realize Ric Flair is my dad?
College.
It was in college, really?
Yeah. Like, oh, this is cool. Ric Flair's my dad. The volleyball team, hey, you want to come to Raw in Raleigh? Because I went to Appalachian State, transferred to NC State. So my freshman year, I took the volleyball team, well, some of the girls, to Raw in Raleigh. And my dad was wrestling Edge, and it was like, it was cool. Like, I got cool points.
Yeah, and that's when it was like, yeah, it's my dad. Oh my gosh. It's so funny because I watch you so much, and I remember I was going, where were you? Because you missed over a year. I think it was like a year in the WWE.
I'm not gonna cry. Yeah,
I did. You were so missed, and I was wondering, like, you had this horrible injury. What happened that you missed that year?
December 4th, I was wrestling Asuka, and I got injured during the match, and it was during the tribute to the troops.
Yeah.
And I got injured in the first, like, couple minutes, and I was like, oh, man, this doesn't feel right. And then I got injured in another spot, like another move, and then another move, and I just kept thinking to myself, like, I'm a fake wrestler, and here are the men and women who serve our country and put their lives on the line, and I can't even finish a match. And for me, it was like, I just don't know how to give up. Like, really? I had to finish the match. Like, no matter, like, my leg wasn't working. I was like, I'd never even been injured. So I was like, what's going on? But I just kept telling Asuka, like, keep going, kick me, kick me, kick me. And by the end of it, I was just like, what have I done? I was in so much denial during the match. Like, I fell on my neck during break really bad. I don't even know if that aired live to everyone at home. So,
what was the damage that was done to your body, Charlotte?
MCL, ACL, meniscus.
Like all of that, and you finished.
I did.
It happened in the first few minutes of you being in the ring.
Yes.
And you kept going because of your love for the troops.
My love for the troops and my love for the game, and me as a. I do love wrestling. I just didn't know how to give up. I didn't know, like, this kind of relates to my personal life too, but like, I just don't know how to be vulnerable. And here I think the character Charlotte Flair has never been in a vulnerable situation like that. And she's like, Charlotte can't keep going? Like, she's the 14-time women's champ.
Right.
So, like, during the match, I was like, well, I just can't stop a match. Like, I can't just, like, we use the term go home, meaning, like, get to the finish, like, the finale of the match. So just as it was happening, I was like, well, you just can't stop. And I kept just going, and then, like, the very last move, I landed flat on my face, and I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, and then when I finished, and the referee, Charles, who I'd known for, like, most of my life, like, he could see the pain in my eyes. It was just, I think the trainers were a little shocked because they'd never seen me
in that type
of way.
But Charlotte, going through all of that pain and then having to keep the face on of strength, you were also going through, like in the middle of a comeback after training and getting your body together, then you're also going through getting a divorce. And that's got to be hard because you got to get in the ring and you got to and do what you got to do, and you can't show that part. Like, how did you handle all of that?
I didn't. I felt like I was failing at my job. I felt like I was failing in my personal life, and the embarrassment of being divorced again and then being compared to my father.
Yeah.
So hold on, let me gather myself.
There you go. We got you.
When I made the decision to file for divorce, the only thing that I kept thinking was, like, I just didn't want anyone to know.
Right.
Like, oh my gosh, I have failed again. And then my knee, and then I think, as women, I think men too, but it's like, everyone's probably thinking, well, she's gonna come back a year older, she's gonna come back less than, she's coming back off this knee injury. And unfortunately, the WWE audience hasn't gotten to see the comeback of Charlotte Flair. This wasn't a Charlotte Flair redemption story.
Yeah.
But for me, it's a redemption story for me because everything that I have feared or been scared of or embarrassed of publicly, because, everyone has an opinion, even though they don't know the facts.
Absolutely.
I just didn't. I have to keep. I don't even know where I was. You know what I mean?
The thing, as a person who's been twice divorced, and everything hits you, and you get, and that fear hits you.
Shame.
It's the fear, the shame. But then when you rise up, Charlotte, did you feel like I've met this and I conquered this? Like you've gone through the fire in so many ways, and you are still strong. You are still standing. You are still that beautiful woman.
I found my worth.
You found your worth.
I found my worth.
And going through all that, and it didn't break you.
It's okay not to be okay. That's what I learned. It's okay to take a moment, take a breather, to start over.
Yeah.
And I was able to keep the divorce a secret until I came back, won the Royal Rumble, and then I had I was on Monday Night Raw, like hearing from Charlotte Flair after her Rumble win, her epic return, and then boom, everything hits.
Yeah.
The media, and everything that I had been scared of hit that day, and I was like, the fight's over. I have nothing to fight. This is me, this is who I am. I'm standing in my worth, and people can have their opinions. And like, I think to the audience who watches wrestling, they don't know what Charlotte has been through to get to where she is, but I know. So
what
for Ashley, this is my biggest comeback yet.
Absolutely, mama. Sister, this is when when you go through the fire, you know what you're made of.
Oh,
and I love this, Charlotte, because now you got this big match coming up at WrestleMania. You're gonna be in Las Vegas.
Yes.
You're gonna step into that ring, Charlotte, after going through everything that you have gone through. You're gonna get up on those ropes. I gotta know, like, what will be going through your head when you step into that ring?
Whew. My career is on my time.
Yeah.
I've done the homework.
Yeah.
WrestleMania is my domain. It's gonna be my 8th WrestleMania. My resume is unmatched. I know what I bring to the table, and I know what I've been through to get here.
And you know what you've been through.
And I know what I've been through. So if people woo or boo, I know what Ashley has done to remain on top for all these years.
You know what? And with that, it's like you being vulnerable and sharing, because so many times we feel so imperfect next to, and you show women that you can survive. You can be, you know your worth. Charlotte, Ashley, Queen. I want to say thank you so much for being here and for sharing your vulnerability. Y'all be sure to watch WrestleMania April 19th and 20th on Peacock in the U.S. and internationally on Netflix. And we're going to be right there supporting you, sister. We're going to be right there. We will be right back. Charlotte Flair. Sherri will be right back. Hey, family. Come join us for all the fun and laughter at Sherri. Get your free tickets at SherriShowTV.com. We're saving your spot and can't wait for you to join us for the best time in daytime. Sherri will be right back. Today's laugh comes from Post University, where two friends got creative when the vending machine got stuck during a snack attack.
She broke the machine.
Well, I guess if you want something done right, have a hangry woman do it. Thanks for the laugh, and we'll be right back. Sherri will be right back. Join us Monday for the best time in daytime. Bye-bye.